Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ria's streaming vlog. I got some feedback on my latest videos, and you know what they said? They said my video was boring! Can you believe it? The thing is, they got me thinking, okay, well, if my video is quote unquote boring, then what is interesting? What is not boring? What does it mean to be interesting, to be entertaining, engaging, to be the sort of video that people are drawn to watch, that they want to see more of? What is this sort of content that people are out there searching for? It really got me thinking, what is interesting? What is entertaining in the first place? Is it bombastic voices? Or perhaps it is glamour and special effects. Perhaps it means that I'm running around, going up, jumping on my bed. Perhaps it means playing with special effects, like perhaps I should turn myself red with anger, or perhaps I should turn myself blue with solemnness, serenity, and a little bit of hopeless despair. But perhaps that's what interesting is. People tell me, "Oh, be interesting, be entertaining, be engaging," but nobody really ever comes up with what does it mean to be those things. Somebody said, "Well, use better lights, be better, improve, get better." It's like when people look at Dark Souls and the advice that's given is, "Get good." So I started to ponder upon it for a while. I can look at pretty much any sort of entertainment medium and I could find something to critique about it, something I don't like about it, some group that doesn't like it. You look at sports, they say that baseball is America's national pastime. And some people look at baseball and think, wow, this is utterly boring. We're just literally sitting around here doing absolutely nothing. There's recent controversies about certain stand-up comedians that are allegedly racist or transphobic. It just goes to show that what is interesting, entertaining to one person may be highly offensive to another, if not outright boring. And it got me thinking, well, what could I do to be more interesting, to be more entertaining, to be more engaging? People say this is what entertainment means, but then I'm just like, why would anybody watch this? This is just rude, crude humor. I'm not captivated by this. I'm not entertained. I'm not engaged. I feel like, what the hell am I doing here? Some forms of comedy, I'm embarrassed and secondhand, and I just want to be like, oh, run, run, Rhea, run. The best answer that I was able to come up with is to quote a former Supreme Justice on the topic of obscenity when he simply remarked he would know it when he saw it. And I feel like it's the same thing for entertaining. And what is entertaining to me is not necessarily entertaining to you. Somebody might view my video and think it is riveting, engaging, that I'm providing interesting insights and feedback and discussion and dialogue about topics that are incredibly important. And yet somebody else might look and say, it's boring, I am bored, I am disengaged, and I don't want to watch it anymore. Honestly, I wish I could give some sort of answer that it's not just some nihilistic perspective that entertainment is merely in the eye of the beholder, because in fact, I think it is exactly that. I think entertainment is indeed in the eye of the beholder. I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that it is contradictory for me to say that there is no such thing as entertaining or engaging, finding the audience that will appreciate and enjoy what you have to offer. At its core, this very vlog is about me trying to find my place, to figure out what it is that I can do that nobody else can do, and do it better than anybody else could ever hope to try. So I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and Mark Rosewater, the lead designer, has given many talks about game design, about the philosophies of design. And one thing that he has said over and over again, repeated, is that if you have a game that people are all just kind of like, it's not going to be successful. It's better to have a game that some people really love and others dislike or actively hate. I think it's the same thing with trying to grow on YouTube or Twitch. I think it's a really fine line between go after one specific audience and start deliberately going out of your way to make controversial hot takes to generate controversy and publicity. They say that there's no such thing as bad publicity, that all publicity is publicity of one form or another. The reason why I bring that up is, of course, that I don't want to necessarily go out of my way to be controversial. I don't want to necessarily make enemies or go out of my way as a bombastic critic. I don't want to be that person that's all just sitting on the sidelines like Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, that sucks, and that sucks, and yeah, that sucks too. That's not who I am as a person. It's not what I want to do. I don't want to sit here and But at the same time, I don't also wanna be the person that's just doing the same thing that everybody else has done. In my last video, I got a comment that says that, "Oh, your channel's not very well put together. You need to be focusing on making trendy content." Does that actually make sense? Should I actually be making trendy content? I don't think so. I think it actually is contradictory to this whole idea of finding a niche and growing within it. That if you're producing trendy content because everybody else is producing content, then how are you gonna stand out? How are you gonna find a niche if you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing? I don't have an answer to that. I wish that I knew what my answer was, but I think I think that is the greatest challenge of trying to be a good YouTuber, Twitch streamer, TikToker, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you're trying to grow on, is to find that little place in the world, to find that little niche that you can dig in and really get at and become the expert, to become that recognized voice that can do that thing better than anybody else can. I don't have an answer to the question, what is entertaining? Only you, the audience, can truly decide what is entertaining, what is engaging. I think it's really difficult because I am an analytics nerd. I like to see numbers. I like to see hard data. I like to analyze data, draw conclusions from that data, and use that data to hone in, not having that framework of knowing that I need to do this and this and this and this, and then I will reach this level of success. It is a challenge. It goes against everything that is easy for me, but I don't want to do this because it is easy. When I started this vlog to try to grow on YouTube, to supplement my growth on Twitch, I thought it was going to be different. I thought I did not have any delusions that I was going to put out one video and even have 100 subs. Definitely not 5,000 and not even 100. And here I am 13 videos in and I have 35. As low as my expectations were, YouTube has forced me to push them even lower because I'm still trying to find my way. So I think for me, my goal going forward is to try new things. It's to figure out what it is that I can do better than anybody else, how I can improve myself through not necessarily entertainment or engagement or interest, but to work on improving my skill set, get better at speaking in front of a camera, get better at editing, get better at being able to have a camera presence, being able to talk about different things and give more of a voice and improve where I can my technical values. My goals right now need to be to step back and say that, yeah, my content is going to be boring to some people. Some people aren't going to like it, but you know what? That's not a bad thing. What I can do is I can get a little bit better at editing, a little bit better at production value, a little bit better at camera presence, at speaking, giving a voice, making appropriate eye contact, making sure that I have a room that is not overly distracting, and to just try different things, see what works, see what doesn't, because there's no single answer to what is entertaining. Unfortunately, it is sort of the nihilistic answer. Thank you all for listening. I hope that you'll consider slamming that like and subscribe button. And until next time, stay hydrated, my friends.